Hello, welcome back to my channel. If instead you are new here, I welcome you. I am Virginie, an interior designer, and I specialize in creating homes that fully represent the people who live in them, from consulting to the entire renovation process. I also assist foreigners who want to purchase and renovate properties in Italy, helping them throughout the entire process, which can be challenging to follow from a distance. In this channel, I will talk about home and renovation, trying to give you helpful tips so that you can have the home of your dreams, a home that truly reflects who you are and where you will always feel comfortable. Today, I'd like to talk about curtains, the different types available, and how to choose the right ones for your home. But before we get started, if you love everything related to the topic of home and renovation, remember to subscribe to my channel for more information on this subject. And don't forget to click the like button because it is the best way to support this channel and my content, and I truly appreciate it. Curtains are blessing and bane of interior design. But how do you choose the correct curtains? First and foremost, you should think of curtains as really decorative elements. They must be functional, serve a specific purpose, and reflect your style. Curtains filter light, provide privacy, dress up windows, add warmth to the spaces, introduce textures, and, if desired, colors. A home without curtains, except for exceptional views, can give the impression of an incomplete and even neglected space. Choosing curtains should be done with care, much like the rest of your furnishing, as they can completely transform the look of a room. If you are unsure, you can make this choice in the second stage after your home is already furnished. The approach allows you to get a better understanding of spaces and, most importantly, consider colors and style combination for perfect harmony. These are the classic curtains supported by a rod or a track. They are the most versatile and can fit any window or French door. Depending on the rod and fabric chosen, they can complement any style. The thing that sets the style apart, in addition to the rod and fabric, is the type of drapery. The richer the curtain's draping, the more it suits a classic style, while a minimal drapery works well with a more modern and contemporary look. You can use them in a simple standalone fashion with more or less transparent panels for varying levels of privacy and light color, or combining them with the other windows treatment. You can choose to have a double drapery setup, with one, as mentioned earlier, being semi-transparent and the other blackout, which you can open or close as needed. That is perfect, for example, in a bedroom. Alternatively, instead of the blackout curtains, you can opt for colored fabrics to leave open at the side to add a touch of color. Or you can also pair them with totally different curtains, such as panel or roller curtains. We will discuss this specifically later. That can be often very practical. For instance, if you have a French door that you frequently open and close, opening and closing the curtains could become annoying. In such a case, you could install a simple panel curtains against the glass and keep the drapery curtains open at the sides. At this point, you may decide to use particular and colorful fabrics to add an extra touch. If you opt for this type of curtains, remember that one panel may be sufficient for a single door window, while double-hung windows typically require two panels. The width of the panel should be about 1.5 to 2 times the width of the windows. That is because curtains should extend beyond the window frame to cover a bit of the wall and, most importantly, have a soft draped appearance. Regarding the height, they should be installed at the ceiling height or just below it, extending at least to the floor. In areas with a little passage, you can have them lean a little more for an added touch of elegance. For these curtains, there are numerous different support options available, such as rod, tracks, or even metal wires. The choice naturally depends on the style you want to achieve. Even among the curtain rods, there are a wide variety: wood, steel, wrought iron, and more. When selecting a rod, there are other significant accessories to consider, such as the finals and, optionally, curtain catchers. Again, much of this will depend on the style you are aiming for. Ornate finals and curtain catchers are better suited for a classic style, while more streamlined options are good for a modern and contemporary look. This type of window treatment is very sleek and fits perfectly with contemporary and modern styles. These curtains gather the fabric at the top of the window, either with a smooth panel or by rolling up, similar to the outdoor shades. Roman shades are more decorative because when you raise them, they form equally spaced folds, creating a sense of movement. They can be made from simple semi-filtered fabrics or feature colorful patterns and semi-darkening option. Roller shades can also be dual, with one being semi-transparent and the other being blackout, adjustable independently. They can even be made from bamboo, making them ideal for a beach home. Both models can be large, covering the entire window as the drapery curtains. In this case, you should install them close to the ceiling. Alternatively, you can mount them on the window frame, more practical for opening and closing the window, but certainly less scenic. If you opt for larger shades that cover the entire window, remember that the shade should be wider than the window and extend a portion onto the wall at least 15-20 centimeters on each side. The window treatments applied directly to the glass work well, especially when paired with the drapery curtains. As for glass applications, there are straight panels or ones that can be gathered at the bottom using a magnet. Glass applications are particularly suitable for small spaces, such as bathrooms and kitchens, where floor-length curtains may not be as practical. However, if space allows, even in these rooms you can opt for floor-length drapery curtains. While it's true that they may require more frequent cleaning, the dramatic visual impact they create is truly unique. This type of curtains fits perfectly with a minimalistic style and is very convenient for huge windows. They are simple panels, often with the weight bar at the bottom to keep them taut, and they slide horizontally to dedicated tracks, similar to the sliding closet doors. They are straightforward and easy to handle and can become quite decorative when you choose fabrics with patterns. One thing to keep in mind when selecting this type of curtains, it's better to have, if possible, fewer panels that are wider rather than more narrow panels. The wide panels can also visually extend the room. Here, as with roller or Roman shades, the curtains should be larger than the window, at least 15 or 20 centimeters on each side. The choice of one type over another should be based on the style and atmosphere you want to create in a space. And you can use each type of curtains in all areas of the house. When it comes to curtains, try to maintain consistency by using the same time in all rooms to create a cohesive look. Of course, you can choose to have double drapery in only one room and not throughout the house. But if you opt for drapery, make it drapery everywhere, with exception for bathroom and kitchen. And if it's roller shade, then go with roller shades anywhere. In cases where you combine different curtains types, such having Roman shades on the glass and drapery, you can skip the drapery everywhere else, but keep the Roman shades consistent. I hope the video was helpful and you love it. In case, let me know with a thumbs up and in the comments. Please feel free to share this video with someone you think might be interested in the topic. I will be honored and it will help me to grow my channel. If you already haven't done it, remember to subscribe to my channel and turn on the notification bell so you will not miss the upcoming videos. Thanks for watching. See you soon. Bye!